Have you ever quietly wondered what really happens to intimacy after 70? Not what people say, but what it actually feels like. Because for many, this is a topic rarely spoken about, almost as if it disappears with age. But the truth is, it doesn't disappear. It changes. And in some ways, it becomes even more meaningful. Today, we're going to talk about the truth that many people experience, but few openly share. The first truth is this: intimacy becomes less about performance and more about connection. In younger years, there is often pressure, expectations, timing. But after 70, those pressures begin to fade. And what remains is something quieter, more genuine, more human. George, 74, once said, "I no longer feel the need to prove anything. I just want to feel close to someone." That shift changes everything. The second truth is that emotional closeness becomes the foundation. Physical connection still matters, but it is no longer separate from emotion. It is deeply connected to it. Margaret, 72, shared something simple: "When I feel understood, everything else follows naturally." And that is often what defines intimacy at this stage. Not intensity, but understanding. The third truth is that the body changes, but it does not stop responding. Yes, things may slow down. Yes, energy may shift. But sensitivity often increases. Awareness becomes sharper. People become more present in the moment. Instead of rushing, they begin to notice, to feel, to appreciate. And in many ways, that creates a deeper experience than before. The fourth truth is that communication becomes essential. What once may have been assumed now needs to be expressed. Talking openly, sharing feelings, understanding each other's comfort. These things become more important than ever. Because connection is no longer automatic. It is intentional. And that intention brings people closer. The fifth truth is that confidence changes form. It is no longer based on appearance or comparison. It comes from acceptance, from knowing yourself, from being comfortable in your own presence. David, 76, once said, "I don't feel the same as I did at 40, but I feel more at ease than ever before." And that sense of ease creates space for real connection. The sixth truth is that many people feel unsure, but rarely talk about it. There is often silence around this topic. A belief that it's not appropriate to discuss. But in reality, many people share the same questions, the same uncertainties. And when those conversations finally happen, there is often relief. Because they realize they are not alone. And finally, perhaps the most important truth of all, is this: intimacy after 70 is not about what you've lost. It's about what remains. And what remains is the ability to connect, to feel, to share, to be close to another human being, in a way that is calm, honest, and deeply meaningful. So take a moment And reflect. Has your understanding of intimacy changed over time? Have you noticed these shifts in your own life? Or perhaps, are you beginning to understand them now? We would truly love to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comments. Because your experience may help someone else feel understood. And if this video brought you clarity or comfort, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps us continue creating content that brings understanding, dignity, and connection to people who need it most. And if you know someone who might benefit from hearing this, share it with them. Because sometimes, the most meaningful conversations are the ones we've been avoiding. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you in the next video.